It's the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. I'm James Spann. Warm, mostly dry today. Showers and storms return late this week, Friday, with a cold front. And then the weekend looks drier and cooler. A lot of things happening north and west of the state, too. Let's go in there and take a look at things this morning. This is the big picture. This is where we stand. We have the upper trough on the west coast, a southwest flow aloft across the heartland. We'll see a series of storms out there in coming days with severe weather potential, but severe storms not expected here. Thank goodness for the next 5 to 7 days. Starting off the day in the 50s and 60s, Fort Payne, the cool spot. They've got 52. How about mid-80s today? One of the warmest days so far this year. Early this morning, a dense fog advisory for parts of northeast Alabama. Other than that, the eastern half of the nation is pretty quiet. But things start to shake and bake later today across the nation's midsection. There is an enhanced risk of severe weather for cities like Oklahoma City, Wichita, Kansas City, and St. Louis. The standard slight risk surrounding that from near Childress, Texas to Columbus, Ohio. And then tomorrow, an enhanced severe weather risk. Chicago down to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. A slight risk, the standard risk from near Waco, Texas to Cleveland, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. And then day 3, which is Friday. For Alabama, just a marginal severe weather threat. The severe weather possibilities look very low. We have a slight risk on the middle Atlantic coast, and also the standard slight risk over parts of South Texas and the western Gulf Coast, clipping Mobile. But as you'll see, severe weather parameters just are not very significant here Friday. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning. This is suggesting rain amounts of about 1 to 2 inches. Let's dive in there and take a look. Here's the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. This is at 500 millibars. You can see the trough in the west beginning to lift out. Down below that, we have a surface low that's over Wyoming. And again, for us, we have the ridge building and highs up in the 80s today. This is the high-res NAM at 2 o'clock, showing not much at all. And again, could there be a shower? Yes, but the chance of any one spot getting wet, only about 1 in 10. Tomorrow, very deep surface low over Iowa, and you can clearly see why there's severe weather concerns for Chicago and St. Louis. But down here, not much change. Warm, mostly dry. That's 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Late in the day, there could be a few little pop-up storms, but they'll be pretty widely spaced. Chance of any one spot getting wet in the 20% bracket tomorrow. Friday, the surface low is in eastern Canada, 987 millibars with a trailing front, and obviously with a setup like that, severe weather is not likely here. The instabilities are marginal. The lapse rate's not especially steep. There's not much bulk shear. This is the high-res NAM Friday morning at 10. And that's the other thing. It looks like the band of showers and storms will likely come through during the morning hours when the air is more stable. And really, a chance the rain could be over by midday or early afternoon Friday. So the better chance of rain seems to be Friday morning. And then Saturday, as the weekend begins, we're getting good consistency in the idea of the front pushing deep into South Alabama. And with that being the case, we'll really forecast a pretty nice weekend now for the northern half of the state. Looks like the day will be sunny, the high in the mid-70s. And Sunday now, instead of moisture surging back, it still has a dry air mass in place. And if this verifies, Sunday would be dry and mostly sunny with a high around 80. So let's give it one more run, and if the 12Z run comes in looking like this, we'll take out the chance of rain on Sunday as well. So at the moment, the weekend looks pretty good. And even Monday of next week doesn't look too wet, maybe a shower, but the main action west of the state, and it's the same thing. We have a surface low developing over Dalhart, Texas, and the better dynamics will stay north and west of the state. Tuesday, the surface low is near Omaha. And again, this could be a severe weather issue for Missouri and Arkansas and East Oklahoma, but for us, it's pretty far removed. And this is a week from today. This is Wednesday the 15th. Still, the main troughing way in the west and kind of a decaying band of showers coming in here. So the overall severe weather threat looks pretty low here for the next 7 days. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the end of next week, Friday the 17th. Big trough in the west. And again, that looks wet with a chance of showers and storms with the surface low pretty far north. Temperatures coming off the ensembles, mid-80s today and tomorrow. Highs dropping back in the 70s for the weekend. And beyond that, temperatures look fairly warm next week with a high not too far from 80. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.